Hi Taos County, this is reporter John Miller with a preview of what you can expect to see in this week's paper. First up in the news, we roll out the first in a package of stories investigating economic development in rural towns throughout New Mexico. This week we take a look at Farmington, a small boom and bust town in the northwest corner of the state. Farmington is revamping its Central Historic District through the Main Street America and Metropolitan Redevelopment Area programs. After years of planning, the revitalization initiatives are beginning to manifest themselves as visible changes producing quantifiable economic growth. We sat down with several business owners and town planners in the area this month to get their take on where things stand, where things are headed, and what other areas in New Mexico can learn from their progress. Also in the news, after nearly 20 years of business, Cafe Renato, an Italian restaurant located in the historic Manby House next to the Taos Inn, has been placed on the market. The owners said they are finally ready to call it quits and told the Taos News that everything in the restaurant will be sold, right down to the salt and pepper shakers. On the crime beat, we break down recently released footage of an officer-involved shooting at Fred Baca Park in Taos, and show you what really happened when an officer fired a shot that missed its target and struck a 21-year-old girl who survived a bullet wound to the abdomen. Also, Cody Hooks provides a second look at the proposed Lucky Corridor, a 62-mile power line project that will run through Taos Canyon. Last week we introduced you to the basics of the plan, but this week we take a look at the federal approvals clinched thus far and the clean energy the corridor could potentially tap into the larger energy landscape of northern New Mexico. In tempo, the big story this week is on the 35th annual Taos Mountain Balloon Rally, an event that will fill the skies with color and excitement. Watch for mass ascensions at the launch field on Albright Street, across from the Taos News. And since it's also Halloween this weekend, we've got a rundown of spooky and fun events all over town. We take a look at Dora Dillastone's new exhibit at the Encore Gallery, a band called Kung Fu at Taos Mesa Brewing, and Taos High School's production of The Importance of Being Earnest. Our tempo editor, Rick Romancito, also reviews Only the Brave, the new and somewhat controversial firefighting drama filmed in Santa Fe. And in Lifestyles, hiker Cindy Brown takes us on a 7-mile round-trip trek across ancient Chicoan land to Penasco Blanco, plus a look at Scorpio in mythology and the stars. In sports, the Taos Lady Tigers are in the state tournament and will host a first-round game at Taos Eco Park October 28th. Also, questions about the recently fired boys basketball coach in Cuesta still linger, and it's time once again for the month in sports pictures. In weather, after a recent cold snap, temperatures this week will settle around a temperate 60 degrees for an average high during the day, but will drop to below freezing at night. And that'll do it for this week's preview. Make sure to like us on Facebook and Twitter, and visit our website for breaking news updates. Other than that, enjoy the weekend, Taos.